Manchester United have been desperate for a striker who can lead the line and fire them back to glory. Well, they have now found their man, standing at a towering 6 feet 4 inches.
A scoop cross, Sesko! The quickest to react.
With a blistering pace that terrifies defenders, he's already being called the next Haaland.
Can he get his first Bundesliga goal, or will he lay it off? Oh, he can get his goal!
After a dramatic summer transfer saga in 2025, the race for Benjamin Šeško is finally over, and Old Trafford is his new home. So how did Manchester United snatch him from their rivals? And what is it about this player that will finally solve their attacking puzzle? Let's break it down. The rise of a star. Before he became the talk of the Premier League, Benjamin Šeško's story was written in the very same talent factory that gave us Erling Haaland.
And looking for Sesko, finding him, and he is...
Parallels are almost impossible to ignore. Just like Haaland, Šeško's career took off at Red Bull Salzburg after he joined from Slovenian side NK Domžale as a 16-year-old. He was immediately loaned to their partner club FC Liefering, mirroring Haaland's own development. It was there, in Austria's second division, that he first showed his incredible talent, exploding with 21 goals in 29 appearances in his second season. That incredible form earned him a quick promotion to Salzburg's first team. Over the next 2 seasons, he became a key part of their attack, winning 2 Austrian Bundesliga titles and an Austrian Cup. He proved he wasn't just a local hero, making his mark in the UEFA Champions League and showing he belonged on the biggest stage. His next move felt inevitable, a transfer to the German Bundesliga with RB Leipzig, following that well-worn path for Salzburg's brightest stars. At Leipzig, the pressure only grew, but Šeško didn't just cope, he thrived. He had a fantastic end to his first season in 2023-24, scoring in 7 successive Bundesliga matches and becoming the youngest player in history to do so. He carried that fire into the 2024-25 season, establishing himself as one of Europe's best young forwards with 21 goals across all competitions. His blend of height, power, and surprising skill made him a nightmare for defenders. His performances for Slovenia were just as impressive. He was their top scorer during the Euro 2024 qualifiers, firing them to their first European championship in 24 years.
There they go! Oh, he's backwards and forwards! This game is on...
This incredible rise didn't just put him on the map, it put him right in the middle of a massive transfer war that Manchester United ultimately won. The bidding war. The summer of 2025 quickly became the season of Šeško. With his price tag soaring, the Premier League's giants started circling, and a bidding war kicked off. Arsenal, desperate for a reliable goal scorer, were seen as the early frontrunners, but negotiations with RB Leipzig reportedly hit a wall, with the German club holding firm on a massive valuation. In the end, Arsenal decided to look elsewhere, leaving the door wide open for their rivals. Next up was Newcastle United.
Breaking transfer news to bring you in. Newcastle have made a formal bid to RB Leipzig for Benjamin Šeško. Now, we understand that the offer...
Playing in the Champions League, the Magpies went on the offensive, submitting multiple bids for Šeško. Their final offer was a huge package, reportedly worth nearly £70 million. For a moment, it looked like Tyneside was his destination, with some reports even suggesting Leipzig had accepted the bid. But one thing was missing: the player's approval. While Arsenal hesitated and Newcastle pushed all their chips in, Manchester United were waiting in the shadows. They joined the race late, but their timing was perfect. While their financial offer was in a similar range to Newcastle's, it was the player's personal desire that changed everything. Reports flooded in that Šeško's #1 choice was a move to Old Trafford, and he quickly agreed to personal terms on a contract until 2030, something he hadn't done with the other clubs. The pull of Manchester United, even in a rebuilding phase, proved to be the trump card. It was a classic transfer hijack, and one that left their rivals stunned. The tactical breakdown. Now that this deal is over the line, how will Benjamin Šeško actually improve Manchester United's attack? The answer is in his unique skill set, which seems tailor-made to fix some of the team's biggest issues. For years, United have struggled to break down deep, organized defenses. They've often lacked a real focal point, a player who can occupy defenders, create space for others, and just be a constant threat in the box. Šeško is built to solve that problem. At 6 feet 4 inches, his most obvious weapon is his aerial ability. He's a monster in the air and will immediately offer a target for crosses and set pieces, an area where United have been weak. But calling him a simple target man is completely missing the point. What makes him so special is that he has the shocking pace and agility of a much smaller player, allowing him to make clever runs behind the defense. This double threat is what makes him so tough to handle. Defenders can't get tight without risking being spun, and they can't give him space because he's absolutely lethal in the box. His movement off the ball is another huge plus. He knows where to be and how to drag defenders out of position, which will open up channels for United's other attackers to run into. And thanks to his time in the Red Bull system, he's no slouch when the team loses the ball. He's aggressive, he understands how to press, and he works hard to win possession back high up the pitch. His hold-up play is also excellent. He can drop deep, link the play, and bring midfielders into the attack. He's not just a goal scorer, he's a player who will make the entire attack click. It's this tactical fit that has Manchester United celebrating their new star signing. If you're enjoying this look at one of the summer's biggest transfer stories, make sure to subscribe for more analysis on the biggest moves in football, the statistical deep dive. The eye test tells a great story, and the numbers behind Šeško's rise confirm he's on the path to becoming an elite striker. In the 2024-25 season at RB Leipzig, he scored 13 goals in the Bundesliga and added 4 more in the Champions League. What's really impressive is his finishing. He has consistently shown an ability to score more goals than his expected goals XG suggests, which is the mark of a truly clinical finisher. His physical stats are just as wild. At 6 feet 4 inches, he wins a ton of his aerial duels, but it's his speed that's a real game changer. For a player that big to be that fast is incredibly rare, and it makes him a constant threat on the counterattack. That combination of size and speed is a nightmare for any defense. On top of that, his technical skills are surprisingly sharp. He's comfortable with both feet and can unleash powerful shots even when off balance. He's not just a poacher, he finds ways to create his own chances. He's also heavily involved in the team's build-up play, which you can see from how often he drops deep to get touches and connect with the midfield. His defensive work rate, drilled into him in the Red Bull system, also shows up in the data. He's active when pressing from the front, disrupting the other team and helping his side win the ball back in dangerous spots. The stats paint a picture of a complete modern forward, a player who does so much more than just score goals. The Haaland comparison addressed. From the moment he broke through at Salzburg, the comparisons to Erling Haaland were coming. You can see why. They're both towering strikers who cut their teeth in Austria before taking on the Bundesliga, and they both have that rare mix of size, speed, and a killer instinct for goal. Even their former teammates saw the similarities. But while the comparisons are flattering, it's important to remember that Benjamin Šeško is his own player. He's said that the comparisons motivate him more than they add pressure, and has even admitted to watching Haaland's game to learn from the best. However, he's at Old Trafford to build his own legacy. While Haaland is a pure, relentless goal machine, Šeško's style is a bit more nuanced. Analysts have pointed out his impressive dribbling and flair in tight spaces. He has that silky touch and a bit of Zlatan-esque creativity. You could also argue that his link-up play is more developed at this stage of his career. He seems completely comfortable dropping deep and getting involved in the build-up, a quality that will be vital at Manchester United. The next Haaland label is great for headlines and shows the kind of potential we're talking about. But the reality is, now that the deal is done, United have signed Benjamin Šeško, Šeško, a player with his own unique style. Manchester United's hijacking of the Benjamin Šeško deal is more than just a win over their rivals. It's a massive statement of intent. In Šeško, they are getting a player who not only fits their tactical needs right now, but also has the sky-high potential to become a legend at Old Trafford. He's a physical force with incredible technical skill, a goal scorer who also creates for others, and a young talent who seems ready for the biggest stage. He is the solution to United's struggles against stubborn defenses and the new focal point for their attack. The journey from Salzburg to the Bundesliga has been impressive, but the theater of dreams is his biggest test yet. So how will Šeško do at Manchester United? And is he the superstar they've been waiting for? Let me know what you think in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more.